get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Miller with the ball. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Fires complete on the crosser. Got room at the 35. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is good. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wants to adjust the pattern. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going for the big play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Gators in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the right. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And how about that? One the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Flagway. Complete downfield. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Sturdivant. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Wants to throw on first down. Touchdown, Gator! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into games. because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
All tied up, just about set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give is to Miller. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Turning it on. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. What a performance this guy is turning in. You know, Derrick Henry had a great 2,000-yard season, bunch of 150-yard games. This guy is looking like that right now.
And if you're comparing him to somebody like that, you know he's happy. And you know he's eating. So continue.
There he goes. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll go to the ground. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. DB's right up on the receivers. Back to the ground game on the left. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
And the running back gets a second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. Oh, a lot of space. It's a seam wide open. At the 30. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. The offense changing the play. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Steps away to find some room. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
They'll run the option. The ball's free. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped edges short. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Goes straight ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Florida!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The head coach going to keep the offense on the field and go for it on fourth and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
And man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a fourth down situation and held them so many times, and man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality. They pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give to the back. There he goes!
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The run to the left. Makes him talk to the hand. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Miller with the ball. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Miller. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown tie.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Takes it the other way.
And what a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He splits the uprights. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Hawkins. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Gets the back moving. On the snap, it's Hawkins. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking for a man. It's Flagway. Unloads it left. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Young. Turning on the Jets. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Tight end now in motion. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Might as well give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Defense in press coverage. The give is to Miller. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's second and goal. Barrels ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Alabama pushing the tempo. Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. To do here on second and long. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. It's complete. Still on his feet. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here comes the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. It's complete on the right side. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score Alabama 38, Florida 21.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. It's Young. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get into my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Daniels. Still running at the 40. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them. They're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Scanning the field. It's flagged away. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Sturdivant. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up first and goal from the 7. The Gators are threatening on first and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Gators headed quickly to the line. They'll run it on third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the 2-point try. They'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Harvey. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
I'll tell you, it's tough to complete 2-point conversions. Obviously, very small windows to throw into. Couldn't come away with that one. Let's see how that affects the outcome.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
Black 24. Black 24. Let's go.
They're going to ride this running back, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And I think out routes are solely about timing, because that wide receiver is going to get to a point and break it off straight to the sidelines, and you could just tell he put too much mustard on it and just led him a little bit too far.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play, playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game. That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
Throws to the wideout. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. He got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Out of the backfield, he's open. Wide open spaces. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively,
He's loose. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He makes a grab. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature them, but you watch them on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch. And on that situation, the 1 yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Wants to fire on second down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
So after the touchdown, they'll try to use this two-point conversion and get this game to within a field goal. Was to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Knocked off his feet.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are going to go, why do you run the route short? You know, like you got to run that route into the end zone so when he catches it, he gets credit for the two-point play. But they're stopped short, no points.
Kick it away.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation that's interesting, do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Handoff to the single running back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Miller with the ball. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Been able to get it done on fourth down so far today. They've missed on their first two attempts. Is the third time the charm? Wide receiver comes in motion. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield. It's flagged away. The short hands. It's long. It's a running room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's ball. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the back. And here's the third interception of the night. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Tennessee.